So how about this one in part B? 16p cubed plus 2q cubed. In order for either term to be a perfect cube, both factors have to be a perfect cube. So the 16 would have to be a perfect cube in order for this whole thing to be a perfect cube. Is 16 a perfect cube? If you look at that list we made, 16 is not in there. But what do you notice about both terms? They have a common factor. Oh, yeah. So what's the common factor between 16p cubed and 2q cubed? 2. Let's factor that out. Remember that rule I said? Always factor out the GCF first, if there is one. Okay, so 2, and then what's left? 8p cubed plus q cubed. Now, is 8 a perfect cube? Yes. So 8 times p cubed, because p cubed is a perfect cube. The entire product, 8p cubed, is a perfect cube. So we can use, okay, do you see a plus or a minus between the two guys? Plus, so use the sum formula. The sum formula looks like this. A cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b for the binomial. So it's like you're just dropping the exponents. But then the thing you really have to remember is then the trinomial. It goes, okay, the first guy squared, a squared. And then if it's a plus here, you got to remember it's a minus here, so that when you multiply it back out, you get some of the terms to cancel. And then just AB, not 2AB. That's a different formula, right? So just minus AB and then a plus B squared. So then you just have to see, okay, you know, inside the parentheses, you're looking inside the parentheses, the 8p cubed is a cubed, right? So what is a? What do you cube? Here's what how your brain should think. What do you cube to get 8p cubed? 2p, right? You've got to include both factors, the constant and the power of p. So 2p. Now, I'm going to write this down. Let's see. I might write this down over here because it's kind of getting in the way of the problem. This stuff over here is really eventually what you're going to do in your head. Eventually, you're not going to have to write this formula down once you memorize it. So everything to the right is what you're doing in your head. So you think, oh, A is got to be what I cubed to get 8p cubed to get this guy. So that's 2p. And then what do I cube to get q cubed? So B is q. And then you fill in this formula appropriately. What do you not want to forget, though? The 2, right? Okay, so what's the binomial term going to be? That's the a plus b. What's that going to be? 2p plus q. And then the trinomial term? What's a squared? So what is 2p squared? 2p times itself would be 4p, not 4p, but 4p squared, right? So 4p squared, does everybody see that? Take 2p, write it out if you need to. 2p times 2p, multiply the constant parts together, multiply the p's together, you get 4, and then p times p is p squared. Okay, and then minus ab, what's that going to be? Minus 2pq, and then plus b squared. Q squared. There you go. That's it. Bring that parenthesis a little closer.